in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
This is bad.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Good morning, St. Kitts and Nevis. It's Friday, October 26, 2023, and you're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and welcome to the program. It is 11:03 a.m. Thank you so much for joining. The top stories we'll be looking at internationally, regionally, and locally. On the international scene, negotiations is a huge breakthrough, depending on the terms of the agreement. Quote, is it going to be a humanitarian ceasefire? Is it going to be a temporary ceasefire? Or is it going to be an end to this war? Fahid told Al Jazeera. We know that there has been a very strong Israeli rejection to any sort of ceasefire, even a humanitarian ceasefire. The European Union Thursday in its meeting was calling for a humanitarian ceasefire, and they were a bit shy in even saying this. So there isn't any serious pressure on Israel from the European Union. That's the news on the international scene. In regional news, another phase of the Caribbean Community CARICOM Skilled Workers Program began in Barbados Tuesday. CARICOM Single Market and Economy CSME focal points from Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Belize were welcomed in Barbados as they started a one-week work-related attachment. The initiative provides opportunities for learning best practices in the administration of the regimes of the CSME and to develop practical skills to assist member states in implementing the CSME and decisions of the organs and bodies of the Caribbean community. Now, the aim is to foster advocates for CARICOM integration through the exposure, given to the participants. And on the local scene, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis is currently putting together the budget for the fiscal year 2024 and has invited communities throughout the Federation to provide input. Beginning Tuesday, October 31st, 2023, Prime Minister, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, and members of his cabinet, as well as top officials from other ministries and departments of the government, will engage YouTube channel or ZIZ's Facebook page. Of course, I'd love to give out the numbers early. So for those of you interested in calling on later on in the program, you can do so at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Again, the numbers are 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Welcome to the program. I want to continue where we left off from yesterday when we were talking about Haiti's events of 2022 and some of the challenges that they face. And the World Report for 2023 also focused on gang violence and human rights defenders and journalists and a wide array of things that or issues that currently exist in Haiti. Now, the report on gang violence says that violence escalated mainly in the Port-au-Prince metropolitan area as the 92 gang operating there fought for territory. The NGO Fondation Géclair reported. Several officials told Human Rights Watch that gangs had links with politicians and police officers. Nationwide reported 1,349 homicides from January through August 2022 and 877 kidnappings. The Institute for Justice and Democracy in Haiti, IJDH, and nationwide have documented 20 massacres in Port-au-Prince since 2018 with at least 1,000 victims. There are no charges. There are no charges in these killings. Gangs reportedly used sexual violence to terrorize and control neighborhoods. From January through March 2022, there was an average of 92 victims of sexual violence a month in gang-controlled areas of Port-au-Prince. The real number is very likely much higher, as sexual violence remains chronically underreported. The wave of brutality displaced 96,000 people in the metropolitan area of Port-au-Prince as of October 2022. Now, on human rights defenders and journalists, civil society groups documented several incidents of attacks, threats, and intimidation against human rights defenders, journalists, and judges from January through October 2022. In January, gangs killed 2 journalists investigating the murder of a police inspector. A third journalist survived the attack but fled Haiti after receiving death threats. In February, a journalist was shot dead while covering a demonstration. In September, gangs killed 2 journalists while they reported gang violence. No progress has been made in investigations of these or the killings of 2 other journalists in June 2021. The report says that an official political figure and others held meetings in March, including with a gang leader, to plan the killing of its director. The organization said a person present in one of the meetings revealed the plans. Now, this is just what I would say on the surface of what is happening in the Caribbean country of Haiti and the many challenges that exist there, and giving you an idea. And of course, the questions that I posed yesterday in the program are questions I believe you have been asking. What are we going to do? Callers have asked the question. What is going on in Haiti? Is it that Haitians are killing Haitians? If that is the case, from what we're seeing here in these reports, does that mean we should not provide assistance? Does that mean we should completely ignore what is happening there? There was a caller who made a point. Maybe it's a case where Haiti does not have what other Caribbean countries or other parts of the world want or need. And so they are lackadaisical in their approach to assist the people of Haiti. I know that there are there's mixed views on this topic. Some for, some against, some in between, and that's absolutely fine. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius. It's 11:13. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation right here.
'Tis the season to be merry with ZIZ Radio and Television Broadcasting Network. And what a better way to make your business stand out than by spreading holiday cheer to your potential customers with our spectacular Christmas package designed to help your business shine during this festive season. We'll tailor our advertising solutions to match your unique business needs. Whether you are a cozy local shop, a trendy online store, or a bustling service provider, we've got something special for you. Plus, our packages are incredibly cost-effective, allowing you to get the most value for your marketing budget. But that's not all. When you choose our Christmas packages, you get ear-catching radio and eye-catching television spots that will keep your business on everyone's mind. Social media campaigns that will keep your followers engaged and excited. So what are you waiting for? This Christmas, make your business the star of the show and give your customers a reason to celebrate. Call us at 465-2621, 465-2622, or visit our sales and marketing department to learn more about our Christmas packages. Together, let's make this holiday season truly magical for your business. Merry Christmas and happy business to you.
Welcome back to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and welcome to the program. Today is Friday, October 27, 2023. The phone lines are open and we're taking your calls. We have a caller on the line. All right, we do. Caller, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, my good friend.
And how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing just like you.
All right.
You know you're gooder than me, me gooder than you. We level.
All right.
Devon, let me touch with the topic that you most interested in for today first before I go down to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say just like how I see it. I don't know if you were born yet, 1979.
I don't think so.
Right. Those of us who are following the news. The year 1979, there was an exodus of Haitians went to Miami, and they were placed in I think it was a school. I don't remember what the business was, but they were in a yard with a big wire fence. And every time you see the picture, you see the load of black face where the wire they're looking out, as though they look foul in a pen. And the same thing, they had an exodus of Cubans when President Carter opened up the gate for America, for for any Cubans wanted to come, Mr. Castro opened up his gate and he legal at them up to Miami. And they were not in any fence. And if you look at a Cuban and a Haitian, you know the difference between them, you could tell. The Cuban complexion is much clearer and lighter than the Haitian. And me now, with the experience I had around Haitian, I only got to watch them in the eye and I know where they're from. They don't have to talk. And that there was discrimination because of the color of the skin. They had the Haitian them like in a yard prison. Because they had no money, they're poor. They come up there, smuggling, come in and stay in there till they're ready to repatriate them. But the Cubans, they were allowed to go all over Miami, Florida. Who got relatives up there? The relatives take them in and a lot of them stay up there and come business people. Okay, let me shift to something else now, quickly. We have a way, we adults have a way to blame children and say, oh, the children are rude. Yes, a lot of children are rude, but they adapt this rudeness from in the home because the mother who bring the child is supposed to start, absorb that child from the moment the child move in your hand. And if the child go by the store or the TV and you tell him, hello, come away, and he say, nah, you're supposed to make sure you go for that child and tell him, listen, do not go there. And when they go back, don't say, oh, leave him, man, leave her, she gonna go it out. No. Children look at big people like a blackboard in school. We look at the blackboard to learn what's on it. And children look at the adults to learn what we do and what the seers do and what they hear us say, they go and say it. Now, I heard a song in the week on a radio station, and we cannot fool children no more. These are not the days when you tell a child, oh, mama gonna bring a baby out the plane. No, wait, they could tell us where baby come from. And when people gonna go up on radio, say they're singing music, say they're saying they're playing music, and they're using them kind of language. Oh my God, or 4x4, 2x4.
All right.
And all that kind of thing, talking about the wood and all that kind of foolishness. Children know what they're talking about. And those things not supposed to play on the radio. None, absolutely none. If the singer want to make them there for make a song, they sing them. But no radio supposed to play them there for the public to listen. Thank you, Devon.
All right, caller, and thank you so much for your contribution to the program. The phone lines are open, and we are taking your calls at 465-2555, or you can call us at 718-577-2916. No callers on the line. For those of you who are just tuning in, we are on the topic of Haiti's events of 2022, and referring to the World Report 2023 that touched on a number of the issues that the people of Haiti face. Now, in 2019, Charlotte Judy, president of an organization, an organization that advocates for or advancing the rights of LGBT people, was found dead in his home. No progress has been reported in the investigation. On abuses by security forces, police responded to anti-government protests with excessive force. A journalist was killed and 2 injured after police allegedly opened fire with live ammunition on demonstrators in February. The report also said that several demonstrators were injured, allegedly after inappropriate use of tear gas by police. The Police Internal Affairs Office was investigating 50 cases of alleged human rights violations by police from January through October. Rights to health, water, and food. More than half of Haitians are chronically food insecure, and 22% of children are chronically malnourished. Exacerbating Haiti's hunger crisis, food prices were 23% higher in June 2022 compared to June 2021. Dramatic floods and soil erosion triggered by deforestation and watershed degradation have also undermined agricultural production in some areas. The 2021 earthquake affected 800,000 people. Insecurity and insufficient funds stalled aid delivery to areas affected by a devastating earthquake in 2021. Those in need of humanitarian assistance, including shelter and access to health, education, and other essential services, increased from 4.4 million in 2021 to 4.9 million in 2022. The report continues by saying over a third of the population lacks access to clean water, and 2/3 have limited or no sanitation service. Only 1% of the population had been fully vaccinated against COVID-19 as of October. The first case of cholera was confirmed in early October, and the outbreak has spread rapidly. Haiti's health ministry reported more than 11,800, nearly half of them children younger than 14, suspected cases, and at least 223 deaths as of November 27th, 2022. The real number of cases is likely much higher because of underreporting, UN agencies warned. On the rights to education, it says that nearly half of Haitians aged 15 and older are illiterate. The quality of public education is generally poor, and 85% of schools are private, charging fees that exclude most children from low-income families. The 2021 earthquake destroyed or heavily damaged 1,250 schools. Insecurity and insufficient funds kept most from being rebuilt. More than 250,000 children lacked access to adequate school buildings, UNICEF estimated. This is just on the surface of what is happening in the Caribbean country of Haiti. And I know that there are mixed views on this. There are people who are of the view that CARICOM and the member states should come together to provide real and meaningful assistance, while others are of the view that just leave it alone. A controversial topic too. Very controversial, because I've listened to many people give their view, I don't want to say their harsh view, but their view on the response from organizations and bodies and governments across the Caribbean region in terms of what is happening with what is happening in Haiti. It's 11:25. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll take some calls from our listeners. You can call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Let's take this break, and we'll be right back.
What did you mean earlier about climate change, Mom?
Well, when I was your age, I remember beautiful coral reefs and healthy beaches. The summers weren't as hot as they are right now, and the rainy season meant that it only rained when it was supposed to.
And then what happened?
The weather just started to change, and storms got worse. Coral reefs started to die because the ocean was getting too warm, and crops started to die because there was not much rain. You know, we realized as adults that we were doing something that was causing this.
What were you all doing?
Same thing we're doing now. Not using clean, renewable energy, chopping down too many trees, and even polluting the air with gases such as the gases emitted from our cars when we drive around.
We need some help before it's too late, Mom. We can't let it get worse. What can I do? We can raise our voices.
With 35 million dreams, aspirations, and futures at risk in CARIFORUM, we need your voice in our story against climate change. Acknowledge, commit, act. This message is brought to you by the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center under the Intra-ACP Global Climate Change Alliance Plus program and is funded by the European Union.
Welcome back to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius. Thank you so much for joining the program. Today is Friday, October 27, 2023. And just like that, October is over. We're entering the best month of the year. November. We're on the topic of Haiti's events of 2022 and the challenges that they faced, what has been going on there. And I came across a very detailed report covering different areas, constitutional crisis, the justice system, gang violence, security forces, food, water, health, agriculture, infrastructure, you name it. Very detailed report. And so I thought it best to bring this information to you so that you guys have a better understanding of what exactly is happening in Haiti. I think there is just a general idea that, Haiti's facing challenges. But are we aware of the statistics? Are we aware of the information? Are we doing fact checking to ensure, are we doing our homework then to get a better picture, a better understanding of what is transpiring, what is going on there in the Caribbean country of Haiti? I know that, as I mentioned earlier, it's a controversial topic. It's a topic where, of course, you will get mixed views, people for and against, in between. That's absolutely fine. In response to the question posed yesterday, what is CARICOM doing? What should CARICOM do? What should the international community do to assist the country? There are people who are of the view that we should just allow Haiti to battle out these challenges. There are others who say there must be a united approach. We must come together to assist our Caribbean brothers and sisters. Now, many of you have heard in the news, especially in the last couple of weeks and months, of the many instances of Haitians arriving at Caribbean ports or Caribbean islands via ports that are not legal ports of entry. Let me say that. And according to them, so let's say it's a case where they arrive in St. Kitts and Nevis. They did not intend to come here. They were en route to some other destination, some other Caribbean island. But because of rough sea conditions, they got to St. Kitts, they got to Nevis, they got to wherever they land, they docked. And from that revelation, we have talked a lot about the CSME, the Caribbean Single Market and Economy, where Caribbean nationals who are Caribbean member states or member states who are a part of that agreement, their residents or their citizens have the opportunity and the advantage to traverse or travel throughout the Caribbean region to the member states that are a part of the CSME to benefit from employment. And there's a term of specialized workers and all of that, you know? And there are mixed views where people are like, no, they're not in support of that. And that's fine. For me, I like to hear the different views and opinions on these topics. Of course, us being respectful. But I think conversations like these are necessary. Some may argue that we're just having these conversations and these talks are just being had and nothing is being done. But I believe in sensitizing people and letting people be aware of what is happening. Believe it or not, there are people who should know what is going on in Haiti. And perhaps there is some level of ignorance because they just don't want to be a part of anything there. And they want to completely remove themselves from what is going on in that country. Now, the report also, as I mentioned, spoke to education and the challenges that exist there. Of course, we know that Haiti had an earthquake in 2010 and then again in 2021 that affected nearly 1 million people. It also spoke to, the report, also spoke to women's and girls' rights. It says gender-based violence is common, exacerbated by the 2021 earthquake and escalating gang violence. Now, in 2020, the International Federation of Football Association, FIFA, Ethics Committee banned Haitian Football Federation President Yves Jean-Bart for life after finding evidence of systematic sexual abuse of female players. FIFA later banned another official for life and suspended another 4 in connection with the abuses, but did not remove other officials also implicated. In July 2022, Evans Lecosflair, a former sports minister, was arrested in Puerto Rico and sent to Haiti in connection with child sexual abuse cases filed by survivors. The new penal code, scheduled to enter into force in 2024, lists sexual harassment and gender-based violence as punishable offenses. It's 11:34. We're going to head to the phone lines and we're going to take some calls. We have any callers on the line? Right. The phone lines are open, so we're taking your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. We have our second call, for the morning. Caller, you are on the air. Welcome to the program. Sorry? Oh, no caller is yet. My bad, yes. So the report also spoke to women's and girls' rights and some of the challenges there. It went on to say that Haiti has a total ban on abortion. The new code will legalize it in all circumstances until the 12th week of pregnancy, and at any time in cases of rape or incest, or when the mental or physical health of the pregnant person is in danger. It spoke to migration. Now, between January and September 2022, several countries in the region sent more than 21,000 people back to Haiti by flight or boat, compared to 10,152 in the same period of 2021, the International Organization for Migration reported. Of those repatriated in 2022, 69% were returned by the United States, which inappropriately used a health policy known as Title 42. The recent returnees comprised more than 4,000 children, including hundreds of children born in Chile and Brazil of Haitian parents. The Dominican Republic expelled almost 59,000 people to Haiti by land between February and October 2022, including people born in the Dominican Republic but considered by Dominican authorities to be Haitian, according to the non-profit organization. non-profit support group for refugees and returnees. The U.S. Coast Guard interdicted 7,137 Haitians at sea from October 2021 through September 2022, by far the most in 5 years. We have a caller on the line, so let me stick up in there and we'll head to the phone lines. Caller, good morning and welcome to the program.
When you took me eye with your pin where you stick, you know. Devon, tell me something. If someone has a sane mind, do you think they will walk across the road and see a freight train truck, a big rig truck coming down the road and stand up in the middle of the road if they have a sane mind?
I don't think so.
Okay. Now, if they are insane, they might do that. And my reason for drawing that kind of illustration, with the recent news with this man who was in the army that I spoke about yesterday, who killed a lot of people up in Maine.
Yes.
Now, the report said that he had a mental problem. Well, if he had a mental problem, how we know that he could go and kill so many people? And then move from one spot, go to another spot, go shoot more. And now he's on the run. So that tells me that he knows what he was doing, and he's not that much insane that he never know what he's doing. Why he never take the gun the gun barrel and put it on the instep and blow them up with the bullet them? Why don't you shoot yourself in the leg? And then if they catch him alive, then he ain't gonna get no capital punishment, you know. He ain't gonna get none. Because he's not a black skinned man do that. If it was a black skinned man do that, oh my God, brother, if you got 100 police, let them with the gun ready to shut him down. But they're doing their work, they're going after him, and I congratulate them. But when they catch if they catch him alive, he's not supposed to go in there and enjoy life like other people who just gone in there for a little drug or something more, you know. They're supposed to start to punish you from the time they catch him. Don't bang him. Just let him live, and then let him feel the punishment when his liberty be taken away from him. But I hope they catch him. Guy heading close up by Canada border. Why you don't stand up? Anyway, that's my little input again.
Thank you, caller, so much for your contribution to the program. When I heard the news, heartbreaking. Too many instances of mass killings. I think the 36th or 36th for the year. And of course, with that killing, authorities came to the media and spoke about some of the measures that they call stringent that they've put in place to mitigate against these things, you know, but very, very unfortunate. It's 11:40 here in the studios of ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation right here on The Edge. I'm Devonne Cornelius. Stay tuned.
Tis the season to be merry with ZIZ Radio and Television Broadcasting Network. And what a better way to make your business stand out than by spreading holiday cheer to your potential customers with our spectacular Christmas package designed to help your business shine during this festive season. We'll tailor our advertising solutions to match your unique business needs. Whether you are a cozy local shop, a trendy online store, or a bustling service provider, we've got something special for you. Plus, our packages are incredibly cost-effective, allowing you to get the most value for your marketing budget. But that's not all. When you choose our Christmas packages, you get ear-catching radio and eye-catching television spots that will keep your business on everyone's mind. Social media campaigns that will keep your followers engaged and excited. So what are you waiting for? This Christmas, make your business the star of the show and give your customers a reason to celebrate. Call us at 465-2621, 465-2622, or visit our sales and marketing department to learn more about our Christmas packages. Together, let's make this holiday season truly magical for your business. Merry Christmas and happy business to you.
This is a public service announcement from Crime Stoppers St. Kitts and Nevis.
If you know the chief of PC, if you know they try to shoot me, if you know about a break-in or a big drug smuggling, if you know it, tell it. Tell somebody. If you know it, tell it. Tell somebody now. Tell 1-800-TIPS. TIPS. Tell Crime Stoppers. Call that number now. Tell 1-800-TIPS. TIPS.
If you know it, tell it. Tell Crime Stoppers. Tell 1-800-8477-TIPS.
Welcome back to the program. It is 11:43 a.m. here in the studios of ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. For those of you who are just tuning in, you are listening to The Edge. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius. Today is Friday, October 27, 2023. Thank you so much for joining the program. For those of you just tuning in, we are on the topic of Haiti's events of 2022. And I wanted to do this follow-up from yesterday to provide more details of the report that was done, covering a wide array of topics and issues that the people of Haiti face and some of the challenges that they have there. Those of you just joining the topic, the report, covered things like the constitutional crisis, of course, following the assassination of President Jovenel Moise, the dysfunctional justice system, food, water, infrastructure, crime and violence / gang violence, education, human rights, and abuses by security forces, and the list goes on, and the information there is the information that I'm reading here. It's depressing. I tell you that much. It's very, very depressing, but it's informative at the same time. Again, so that we can have a better idea of what is going on in Haiti and the challenges that they face. As in conversations that I have had with people, they're not necessarily educated enough on the topic in terms of the issues that the country face and what is really going on there. People just know that Haiti had an earthquake and that's it. But are we aware of the issues that affect the people on the ground? The real issues that affect real people. Are we aware? And the question is, what are we going to do? Now, I read a statement yesterday from CARICOM. It was in August. Okay, we have a caller on the line. Let me stick a pin. Caller, good morning. Welcome to the program.
CM Carlo.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I heard you read out something this morning there about some coach and so sexually harass women.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that seems to be the norm around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you realize what happened there the other month, when the Colombian ladies they win the football competition up in England.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is one. And I could go back too. It seems like when you have a masculine gender in charge of certain institution where people are incarcerated, and especially female, they go and they sexually molest them. Let me tell you something. Some years ago up in America, there, a Caucasian lady, she take her two sons in her car, and she drive the car by a lake and let the car go in, and they throw them dead. And then she come out to the side of the road and she start to bawl, and she start flag down police, say that a black man with locks on his head just hijacked the car and the guy with the children them. Well, anyway, they did the investigation and they find out what she do with the train. And while she was in prison, one of the supervisors in prison went in there and pregnant the woman, pregnant her, and she get the baby in prison. And he's supposed to be supervising and make sure everything go right. So when they are in a certain position of authority, they abuse that position with the people who are incarcerated. And so that seems to be the norm around the world. And they got to be careful when they put certain persons in a position, mix the gender. Because a woman ain't gonna let a man go in a woman's cell go take advantage of them. No way. And no man gonna let a woman go in a man's cell go take advantage of them. So that's my another little input again.
All right, Carter. Thank you for your contribution to the program. Okay. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and thank you so much for joining the conversation for today. It is 11:48. We wrap up the program at noon for the midday newscast. For those of you who are just joining, we're on the topic of Haiti's events of 2022 and what has been going on in that country. And we also opened the program with the top stories that are focused on the negotiations being mediated by Qatar and regionally the Caribbean single market and economy and the local scene, the government to start budget consultations. The phone lines are open and we're taking your calls at 465-2555. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call.
Then.
Caller, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You look more better on your picture on the phone. Now I want to ask you, who gave the program the name The Edge?
Who gave the program the name The Edge?
Yes.
Well, a group of us sat down and came up with the name. You heard me?
No.
I said a group of us sat down and came up with the name.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to say, that, well, for now, you're a good host, and you let people say what they say. But since you name it Edge, don't fall over like how Bradley, they send Bradley over the edge. Have a good weekend.
All right, caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. It's 11:49. We wrap up at 12 noon. The phone lines are open. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. You can also follow us via social media and ZIZ TV on the topic of Haiti's events of 2022 and what transpired there. You're basically wrapping up. Let me say thank you so much for tuning into the program for this week where we covered various topics. Next week, we will be having some guests in studio who will be joining us to speak on a number of topics and a number of things that relate to St. Kitts and Nevis, representatives from both private and public sector. So we're hoping to have them join me next week on the program, and of course giving you an opportunity, the listeners, to call in and ask your questions. Of course, you are aware that the program is 1 hour, and so we just want callers to be mindful of the time and just get to the point. Let's head back to the phone lines and we will take this call. Caller, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yes, I would just like to make a comment. It's not just when people are like in prison and places like that, you know. Because prior to 1980, we used to have a lot of beds being used upstairs in Newstead building. People who are old enough might recall it. Upstairs in Newstead building where the education department, well, ministry was. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right, thank you.
All right, caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. You're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. For those of you just tuning in, I am Devonne Cornelius, and thank you so much for joining the program today. As I said, next week we hope to have guests in studio to speak on a number of topics, but I just want to use this opportunity to wish you a restful weekend. You've been going all week. Some of us haven't gotten an opportunity to relax. So use this weekend to do so. Take time out and spend time. Sometimes it's good to spend time with yourself and just relax, all right? And so I just want to wish you a very peaceful and restful weekend. And don't do too much. Just take it easy, all right? Don't do too much, and take it easy. We'll just take a few more calls until we wrap up the program at noon. The phone lines are open. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Those are the numbers you can call to participate in the discussion for today. We were on the topic of Haiti's events of 2022, and I will be doing some more research on this topic to get a better understanding and a clearer picture of what has been going on in Haiti and the challenges that that country face. I want to know exactly what is going on. Again, I find that people just have a general idea, and usually there's this misconception. You know, we just heard about the earthquake and that was it, but we're not aware of the underlying issues that exist in Haiti. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I like when people are informed and know what is happening, not just in St. Kitts and Nevis. We have to be aware of what is happening across the region and on the international scene, because these things, believe it or not, affect our way of life and affect the cost of living and how we do business here in St. Kitts and Nevis, right? And so it is important for us to stay up to date with what is happening on the regional scene, on the international stage, and for us to really get a better understanding and a clearer picture of what is going on around us. The world is not just St. Kitts and Nevis, and so we can't just listen to that is happening locally, but get as much information as possible on what is happening in Caribbean islands. And while I focused on the events that took place in 2022 in the Caribbean country of Haiti, I just don't want us to look for news coming out of Haiti. I want us to be aware of what is happening in countries across the Caribbean region, the Eastern Caribbean, in Caribbean as the English-speaking Caribbean, right? And I want us to be aware of what is happening, not just in the United States of America and in the UK or Canada, but in the Middle East and these countries. I mean, how many of us are paying attention to the war or the conflicts, the issues in between Israel and Palestine and all of that? How many of us are aware? If you ask somebody right now, they just tell you, well, I heard about it, but I'm not too informed, you know? It's 11:55. We have 5 minutes left. I think we have a caller on the line, so we'll close out the program with this caller. Caller, welcome to the program. Thank you for joining.
You could take another call after this prize. Only 14 seconds I'm going to use.
Okay.
You still read news on Win FM?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, because I was going to give you a message to them, but since you don't, well, leave it there. Thank you very much.
Okay, caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. Do we have any more callers on the line? We don't. All right, so we'll begin wrapping up the program. But before I do so, I want to leave with you, the listeners, a deep motivational quote. And I think it is fitting and timely. We cannot solve problems with the kind of thinking we employed when we came up with them. We cannot solve problems with the kind of thinking we employed when we came up with them. Albert Einstein. Thank you so much for listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. Until next time, you guys stay safe Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And please, don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. You know? And I'm saying this because I want to appeal to road users. There's some very ignorant people out there who have driver's license. I don't know how they got them, but somehow they got them. Very, very ignorant. So please don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. And avoid the excessive speed, you know? If you're late, you're done late. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Tis the season to be merry with ZIZ Radio and Television Broadcasting Network. And what a better way to make your business stand out than by spreading holiday cheer to your potential customers with our spectacular Christmas package designed to help your business shine during this festive season. We'll